Hi Rahad, how are you?
I'm great. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for your time. I just wanted to ask you about your book, Bengal Hound. Can you tell me how much time have you spent writing it?
I spent about 8 years
Mhm.
on this book, and
8 years,
yes, and it took me, I think, probably 8 or 9 drafts.
8 or 9 drafts,
Yeah, I started writing it in 2013, 2014.
2014.
Mhm.
Okay. Can you show me the copy?
Yeah.
Nice. So, what was the idea that was behind this book? Just the don't give me the whole plot, just the small teaser of.
Um, when I was, um, when I thought that okay, I would write a novel,
Right.
then somehow I thought probably I would write about how we got our country, Bangladesh, and
Mhm.
I would write about a bit of history as well,
Mhm.
India, Pakistan,
Mhm.
and then later Bangladesh.
Right.
So obviously the partition is a huge thing,
Mhm.
and as I used to write in Bengali,
Mhm.
and, the partition always, I it it it, uh, it was a painful chapter for, I mean, I think every person on the Indian subcontinent.
Right.
So it's just somehow I thought, no, it must be the about the partition,
Mhm.
the history, the Hindu-Muslim conflict,
Mhm.
you know, and then
That was
and our
okay.
history of Bangladesh.
So, did you think it was difficult becoming a writer for you? Because in South Asian countries like India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, it's not easy to be a writer, and because writers don't make a lot of money. And how did you face any kind of resistance from family and friends?
Obviously, every family, if
Mhm.
they don't want their kids to be a writer or to be any other, um, uh, I don't know, in arts or music or painting, whatever. They don't want their kids to be an artist,
Mhm.
because if you're an artist, you don't make much.
Money,
you,
right?
you don't make enough to make a living.
Right, right.
So just you have to choose.
Mhm.
If you have to follow your heart, you have to I mean, you were into this path
Mhm.
knowing that you are not going to make enough money.
Right, right.
So it's just because you love it, you do it.
Okay. Did you um, think that I don't know, but is there a way to study about creative writing in Bangladesh, or you learned by yourself?
I think that's one university they offer. They started probably
Mhm.
the MA in creative writing
Mhm.
maybe a few years ago.
Mhm.
Other than that, I don't think any courses or anything. Uh, it wasn't until 2018 I didn't know about these MFA programs.
Okay.
I went to the UK on a fellowship,
Mhm.
and I met some friends, and they said we can go apply to some MFA programs in the US.
Mhm.
So MFA program US, I don't have money. So
Mhm.
it's no, you'll get some stipends, so you
Right.
don't have to pay anything. So
Okay.
really, so I started
Mhm.
googling about it, and then I found out about MFA programs in the US.
Did you also have any other kind of professional training before you got an MFA? Like you did you go to England? Like you have a
Uh,
fellowship you talked about
there
before?
was, I mean, I went to the UK on a fellowship.
Okay.
So there was a 6 month fellowship at the University of East Anglia.
Okay.
Uh,
So do they teach you writing, or what is it about?
uh, well, it's just a fellowship. You don't have to, basically, you don't have to do anything.
Okay.
Uh, they will give you an office room as well. You spend there 6 months.
Okay.
Um, just you write a novel or whatever you are writing. Just
Basically, they give you a place to work and some money to support
yeah,
yourself,
that's
right?
right. And you give 1 or 2 readings, and you meet your supervisor or advisor, your mentor. Sometimes,
Do they give you any kind of like feedback on your writing?
yes, my mentor, yeah, his name is was John Cook. I'm still in touch with him.
Mm-hmm.
Um, he read my complete draft
Mm-hmm.
and gave me some feedback.
So was that helpful?
Yeah, that was helpful.
So even after 6 months of writing time and some support and some feedback from your advisors, you still felt there was a need to go to get a degree and some more professional training in writing, right?
The MFA degree wasn't. Uh, I didn't apply for MFA program because I can learn something from the MFA programs. I applied because so that I can earn something, and because they offer you some stipend. So in the meantime, that means no, you getting something. So I don't have to do uh, other jobs to make my ends meet. That was the money was my main focus.
Money was the main focus. Okay,
Yeah.
but also, did you also benefit from the program itself, from the your professors, from the cohort?
Yes, I would say I made some great friends, and Leslie Epstein, Hajin, they're really wonderful people and also wonderful writers. And
Okay. And they helped you craft your book or short stories, right? A little bit.
yes, yes.
Okay. And so, was your experience compare? How does it compare to East Anglia and USA? Is it different kind of students, different kind of professors, or setting? What do you? Is there a difference at all?
At East Anglia, I wasn't into any MFA or MA
Right.
program. It's just a fellowship.
Fellowship.
You
Okay.
just in the evening, you
Yeah.
just
Just sit down and write.
yes, see some friends or make friends.
Mhm.
It's all up to you. You don't have to do anything. But
Okay.
here, it's school. You have to go to school
Right. Right.
for this degree and
Right.
the right.
Mhm.
It, yeah.
But
So
this here in USA, the MFA was different. You have to go to class, take
mhm.
classes, right? All that. And so, do you consider yourself as um, do you I mean, of course, a writer can always learn, but do you think you have arrived at a place in life in your life that you think that you can write more novels without more training, and you are at a level where you're on autopilot. You can just go to the next novel and third novel and fourth novel, and do you feel you have you arrived at that point in your life?
um, I believe an MFA degree cannot make you or anyone a writer because you get into the program already being a writer, so you know how to write. So probably you need a bit of confidence. You can get some more time to, so you can focus on your work.
Mm.
Other than that, uh, yeah, I mean, in my case,
You're
yeah,
trying to
just
say that you already knew how to write, but
yes.
that gave you some confidence, some
Hmm.
more cohort, some
Hmm.
more people who can look at your writing and talk together, right?
That's right. Yes.
Okay. Do you think a writer is born, or can you become a writer even though you don't have much talent?
I don't think that you don't need any talent to be a writer. It's this all hard work, and you have to. First of all, you need to be a reader because I came into writing because I loved reading, and that's why I'm sorry. Then one day I thought, okay, probably I can write as well. That's how it all started. Uh, yes.
So you before you think about writing or putting anything down on the paper, you should start reading and read a lot. Is that
Yes.
okay?
Uh, it, every writer has their own way of working.
Mhm.
So it's not that you have to read first before you start working on your novel or your or short story. Uh, it's just you decide how you what makes you you feel comfortable and yeah, I mean personally I do every morning when I sit down I read a page or two. Just I read a page from my favorite author,
Mhm.
just to that okay because there were also some favorite authors and always I feel okay
Mhm.
I want to write like them. I
Mhm.
want to be a Hemming or anyway a Faulkner
Mhm.
or Marquez or
Mhm.
any great writer.
Or Otzi.
Yeah, or Jim Kutsia,
Yeah.
yes.
So I have one more question about reading. Do you think people should read only in their own genre, or they should read widely?
they should read widely. Read even we have to read also uh, the books we do not like. Just read trash everything. Read everything, whatever comes, whatever you can find. Anything. Just if you read anything, because sometimes I read trash books like I cannot actually read them. I just just skim them in half an hour. I probably or in an hour I can probably finish a book that I don't like. But I want to see why this book is so popular, why people like it.
You read it out of curiosity,
Yes,
even though when you are not enjoying it.
that's right.
So people who are writing fiction, they should also read non-fiction and poetry, or vice versa.
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course.
Okay. So
Though it's I mean, as a fiction writer, I want to read a lot of poetry, but because it's not always happening.
mhm,
I want to.
mhm.
I would love to.
But I mean, you can of course focus on what you're saying in your own genre, but don't limit yourself
Hmm.
to that, right? You
Hmm.
can go to poetry or non-fiction, or even like books that are not great books, but
Hmm.
they might teach you something, right?
You never know. I mean, I don't know, some story ideas or novel ideas.
Mhm,
Just all of a sudden, I was reading something, probably a memoir or something,
mhm,
or an article.
mhm,
So then, okay,
mhm.
probably there's something in it. I can write a story. You never know. It's really strange and how stories come to you.
So basically, anything can teach you anything, right?
That's right.
You
That's right.
can get ideas from anywhere.
That's right.
Very interesting. And also, so you have a writing ritual. Do you write every day, or how do you work?
I'm not a talented person,
Mhm.
so I it helps
You're
me.
being very modest, but okay.
It helps me. It helps me if I keep a routine. Like I wake up in the morning
Mhm,
and I try to write until uh, well, probably 700 words or 500 words
mhm.
every day until 11 in the morning, from morning till 11.
700 words every day. Is that when you're working on a project, or is that no matter what?
Now, when I'm working so right
On,
now I'm working on a novel. So okay, so my plan is okay. Now it's November. Okay, next by next month I will finish my first draft.
mhm.
So I'll write every day 700 words. It's not that every day I can write 700 words. Some days I write 400 or 300 or 500. But that's my limit. Okay, if I write 700, I'm a happy guy. Okay, so yeah, I'm done.
So you always arrive at the table.
Mhm. That's
You
right.
always sit down,
Mhm.
and 700, 100 is your goal. But if it doesn't, you don't finish that goal,
Mhm.
but you still get something on the paper, right?
That's right. Yes.
And that is important. That's what, like, you trying to say, that you have to have discipline, right?
Mhm.
Right.
Mhm.
So write every day, to read whatever you can, right? And how do you answer some of the people from your own country or from South Asia who say, so what is it like to be a writer? I mean, and why do you want to be a writer? How do you answer those questions? Do you just entertain those questions at all, or you laugh at them, you smile? How do you respond?
It's time, and there are some moments. I think everyone. I mean, uh, we are everyone is a poet at heart.
Mhm,
Sometimes when I look at my previous work, like some short stories
mhm,
and I or some chapters from my novel, and I read, okay, did I write it?
mhm,
Because now because I don't know, as we get older, it's all about emotions. It's all about the there are certain moments.
mhm.
So you have to use that moment to write these write your emotions. When when the moment is past, you cannot have it back. So you cannot write that moment in your words. So yeah,
So basically, when you get the moment, the emotion, you put it down on paper, right?
yes.
All right, very nice. I would like to ask you, finish this interview with one more time with the book, and can you show again?
Hmm.
This is Bengal Hound, and is it? This is already out. It just came out, right?
Hmm.
And you want to say anything else about this book? Are you excited that it's out in the world now, and are you looking forward to people's response? How do you feel that the book is out now? Is this your first book?
Yes, it's my debut novel,
Mm-hmm.
Bengal Hound.
Mm-hmm.
It came out last month, last
Okay.
October,
Mm-hmm. This October,
and
right?
yes,
Okay.
and yeah, I would really appreciate it
Mm-hmm.
if people just give it a read, or
Okay.
just go to a library or bookstore if you just then take a look at it. And I think so. One of the readers, I haven't met the person, but he I sent me a note, and he said that it's one of the best English books written by a Bangladeshi author in the he read
Mhm.
in the past 2 decades.
That
So
is a big compliment.
yeah, that was a big compliment.
Mhm.
And the other writers he mentioned. Okay, so these are the other good authors, and I have seen that some uh, I mean other noted writers, Bangladeshi writers that the West know, um, they are not on that list. So that
That's
was
big. That's huge.
yeah, a huge thing.
Okay.
So I would ask people, or just give it a read, and just see. And it's yeah, I spent 8 years
8 years. Yes, your baby,
on it.
right?
Yeah.
So many congratulations on the book, and thank you for the time to give me, to give me a chance to interview you. And I wish you all the best.
Oh, thank you so much, and thank you for meeting me and having me. Yeah, thank you.